Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today, we're gonna be checking out battery versus gas. So I've got the Echo CS346, and this is a 33.4 cc gas chainsaw, 16-inch bar. And then we're gonna be comparing the speed of it against the Atlas 40-volt battery chainsaw. This is also a 16-inch bar. They both have identical chains on them, and that is a 43 thousandths, actually. I'm not sure about that part, but the rest of the chain is exactly the same, which is a 3/8 pitch, low profile, 16-inch chain. Now, I do know that the Atlas is a 43 thousandths. The Echo, I'm not 100% sure about. I was thinking it was a 50 thousandths, but I'm not 100%. I'll see if I can find that spec and add it in as caption underneath here while I'm talking about it. But other than that, everything else is exactly the same. So we're going to run them through this piece of oak that I've got here, and we're going to do 3 cuts each. We're going to go down, up, and back down, and we're going to see if the old battery saw can keep up with the gas saw. And like I say, this 40 volt is actually aimed, I think, in this range. This is a 33.4 cc gas, and I think that's kind of where they're in comparison. I know the 80 volt, they're comparing it to a 50 cc gas. All their literature and all that kind of stuff online says, you know, comparable to 50 cc gas. I think even Harbor Freight had posted some videos of them racing against a 50 cc Husqvarna gas chainsaw. And of course, there's always mixed comments in there and all that kind of stuff, but we're doing it real world, no biases here. I'm not sponsored by Harbor Freight or Echo, either one. This is an old saw, bought years ago. This is a new saw I bought with my own money just because I wanted to make videos about it and check them out, put them to work, see if they could hold up to that commercial grade that Harbor Freight says. So let's stop the talking. Let's get into doing some cutting and see which one does the best. We'll do the gas first and then the electric. To be fair, I've actually already warmed up the gas chainsaw, so it's ready to go, and that way it'll run wide open from the get-go. As you can see too, the chain is pretty sharp. You can see the chunks are pretty good size for a low profile chain, which I just sharpened the chain, so it should be pretty sharp, and I've got a pretty new chain on the Harbor Freight. All right, so here we go with the battery saw. So what do you think? I think just out of feel, you know, I don't have anything to time it out here. Like I say, I'll go back on the video and actually time those out and see which one is faster. but just on feeling alone, it feels like that the battery saw is faster, and it actually feels like it's a little more powerful. So whenever you're cutting into it and you start to, you kind of start to dig in there a little bit, you can put a little more pressure on the battery saw than what you can on the gas. And like I say too, as far as comparison goes, both chains are new or have been sharpened. Like the Echo chain, I just sharpened it. The chain on the Atlas is actually a new chain, and when you look at the wood chips, there doesn't really seem to be any difference between, you know, the Atlas and the Echo, so they look like they're cutting about the same, or the chain is about the same sharpness. I think it's a pretty fair comparison. You know, that's about as close as you can get without just changing and putting new chains on both. You know, like I say, to me, it feels like the battery is definitely faster. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good comparison. Like I say, the 40 volt is kind of aimed at that, you know, 34 cc area, and definitely when you're comparing the two, it seems like that the battery saw is more powerful than the gas saw, and it felt like it was faster. So the question is, you know, how long will the battery last? How long will the saw run before it either overheats or, you know, or have a problem with it? I know that little gas chainsaw, I've had that thing for 10 or 12, maybe even 15 years, and I've never done anything to it except for change the primer bulb on it. That's it. In 15 years, that saw has ran like with no problems. Like it always starts. I can go, you know, used to, I wouldn't use it for a long time. Like I would go and let it sit all winter long, and I'd go get it and it would still run. Point is, longevity, I don't see a battery lasting 15 years. You know, I see a person having to buy new batteries or the saw wearing out before then, but a gas saw definitely lasts. But with that being said, the battery saw, the convenience of it, does that outweigh maybe the longevity of the gas? So anyways, stick around to find out. We're going to put these battery saws, we're going to put the gas saws, we're going to put everything to work. We're just going to kind of compare them all. Like I said, I've got a big fence job coming up that I'm wanting to go around and clear out all the tree limbs and all that kind of stuff around my fence line. And battery saws, that's what we're taking. Stick around for all that. If you like videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up button, share them with everyone you know, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.